Are you just tired of the nightly homework battle? You know, the constant nagging, the stress that just keeps building? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to transform that chaotic study time into something calm, something productive. So, let's get into it.
I mean, does this feel familiar? That daily cycle of reminding, the nagging, and finally, just total exhaustion for everybody involved? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. And we're about to show you how to change all that.
This slide really captures the transformation we're aiming for. Over on the left, you've got the before, all stress, distractions, and you having to play homework cop. But on the right, that's the after we want. Focus, independence, and most importantly, calm. So how do we get there? Let's build that bridge. So how do we cross that bridge from chaos to calm? It all kicks off with one simple, but honestly incredibly powerful idea. It's something that completely changes the game. And here it is. Structure creates calm. It's so simple, right? But think about it. When kids know exactly what to do, when they need to do it, and where it all happens, their brains just stop fighting the uncertainty. All that mental energy they were spending on resisting and worrying, it gets redirected, channeled right into focusing and actually learning.
The key here is that this isn't just some abstract theory. No, it's a foundation that you can actively build, piece by piece. So, let's get practical. We're going to look at the 3 key building blocks you need to put in place.
Okay, first up, building block number 1, the daily routine. This is all about getting away from those random, chaotic study sessions and instead creating a predictable, reliable rhythm for learning. You see, a good routine isn't just about nonstop work. It's about a balanced cycle. First, you have a period of focused effort. Then, number 2, a scheduled rest. And this is absolutely essential for the brain to recharge. And third, a reward, which can be as simple as moving on to something fun. Effort, rest, reward. That's the rhythm we're looking for.
All right, let's move on to our second building block, designing the focus zone. I think we underestimate this sometimes, but the physical environment plays a massive role in either helping or seriously hindering concentration.
A really effective study space, well, it boils down to 3 key things. First, it has to reduce distractions. So yeah, probably not right in front of the TV. Second, it needs to support a sense of calm. Think good lighting and a bit of organization. And finally, it has to have all the tools they need right there, ready to go. No more excuses to wander off looking for a pencil sharpener. Our third and final building block is really about empowerment. We call it owning the learning plan. This is where you make that crucial shift from managing your child to giving them the tools to manage themselves.
You know, a simple tool just like this weekly planner can be a total game changer. Why? Because it's not just a schedule. It's a tool for building confidence. It makes the work visible and, more importantly, manageable. Your child can see the task, see the time it'll take, and then get that really satisfying feeling of marking it done.
Okay, so we've built the structure, we have the routine, we have the space, and we have the plan. But for this whole thing to truly work, there's one more piece. It requires a fundamental shift in our role as parents, from being the enforcer to becoming the guide.
I absolutely love this quote from the source material. Use positive cues to guide study interactions calmly. It's so true. So much of the daily battle really just comes down to the words we choose. Our communication style can either put up walls or it can build bridges.
And this illustrates that difference perfectly. Cop language is demanding. It creates immediate resistance. You have to study now. But coach language, on the other hand, is collaborative. It invites participation. Hey, what's on the plan for today? It's such a small change in words, but it leads to a huge change in attitude.
So let's recap. We've got the routine, the zone, the plan, and the coaching mindset. And you might be thinking, wow, that sounds like a lot of work. So why does all of this actually matter? What's the point?
Well, the payoff is enormous. What do you get? You get a child who can genuinely focus. You get a calmer home, free from those nightly arguments. You get to be a more confident parent with a strategy that actually works. And maybe best of all, learning starts to feel like a natural part of life, not some chore that has to be forced. So as we wrap things up here, I just want to leave you with this one final thought. You now have the blueprint for a really solid study foundation. You know the 3 building blocks, the routine, the zone, and the plan. So the only question left is, what's the first block you're going to build tonight?